Tropicana, the Club Tropicana Hotel, the 1980s answer to Love Island. I'm very glad to say that this has been brought to stage with Joe McElderry and Kate Robbins, who are both in the studio. Welcome, team.
Good morning. Oh, it's afternoon now. It's afternoon.
Did I say good morning?
No, it was me. I said good morning.
All right, never mind. I've had enough coffee yet. So, how's it going, guys?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, it's lovely to be in Plymouth.
Yes.
And great to be on Radio Devon. But it's just the most fun you can have doing a musical, because people just party and sing along, and you know, it's 1980s. Set in 1980s. You describe it, Joe. You describe the hotel that we're.
I mean, basically, to cut a long story short, we work in a hotel. Me and Kate, the characters, Consuela and Gary. I'm the entertainment manager. Consuela, which Kate plays, is the cleaner. And we are getting inspected, or we think we're under inspection. And I have this idea. The hotel's failing, it's not going very well, everything's going wrong, and I have the idea to get Connie, as I call her in the show, Consuela, to dress up a fancy dress and do impersonations and basically pretend she's hotel guests so that the inspector thinks we're really busy. And yeah, so she has an array of fabulous costumes that she cut, fabulously awful
costumes.
costumes.
I still have my marigolds on, you know. I come out as Shirley Bassey, but with marigolds. So it's, you know, marigolds are rubber gloves, in case you didn't know.
And while that's going on, we have a kind of love story, which happens at the beginning of the show, where a couple leave each other at the altar and they jet off with both of their friends, unbeknown to them, to the same hotel, and end up. Everything goes wrong. They end up bumping into each other in one of the events that I'm holding, where we're trying to make the inspector think the hotel's great. It all goes wrong, but as every wonderful musical does, it has a very happy ending.
Lovely happy ending. And you know, everybody just goes crazy for the music because they know all the songs from the 80s.
Yeah, well, him? He's about 12, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'll take that.
But he sings them well.
I know, he sings
I was
them
born in
well.
91, so I just missed the 80s, just.
It's impressive, doesn't it? Make me just sick.
And he's a great comedy actor, I have to say. I didn't think Joe... I was wondering what Joe McElderry's going to be like doing comedy, and he's fantastic. Sorry, Joe, I'm going to make you go red now.
Likewise.
1991, some of my pants go back to 1991.
We don't wish to know that.
So sorry, kindly leave the stage. I mean, what sort of rehearsal have you done for this? I mean,
3
literally...
weeks we did.
3 weeks straight on.
We did 3 weeks in London.
I must admit, I was talking to a friend who does Amdram, and she said, how long? She asked the same question. I said, 3 weeks. She said, oh, she said, we took 8 months doing our production. 8 months rehearsals for our panto.
And obviously with this as well, the stressful thing, certainly for me and Kate, was because we both play the comedy characters, there was a lot of chopping and changing at the beginning to try and... Because it was a brand new show, there was no rule book to go from.
I mean, my part has been tailored round my impressions, basically.
Yeah, but rightly so.
But
well,
also,
yes.
the choreography in the show, if you like dance and you like movement, honestly, Nick Winston's, I mean, he's done, I mean, he's got 4 musicals at the moment: Fame, Annie, Rock of Ages, and this one.
Yeah.
And he stages it just so it's so colourful, so beautiful to look at. It really, I mean, I just stand in the wings and watch the dances. I'm absolutely mesmerised every night.
And that's the thing, you know, we say it's mad and it's full of comedy and madness, but they're actually...
Great
the rest of the cast and ensemble are absolutely...
Emily Tierney, who is, you know, she's like a West End star. She's been in Wicked. We've got Amel Beraba, who, or Beraba, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Beraba.
She was an ex-Sugar Babes girl.
Oh, right.
She's one of our leading ladies. And we've got Neil McDermott, who was in EastEnders and Casualty, and a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And he's got a great voice, you know, so everybody sings and acts, and it's just... Yeah.
And the dancers are just incredible.
Yeah.
I stand in the wing watching and thinking, I wish I could dance like that.
Oh, you do?
I can't dance as well as them.
Nearly.
I can move, but I can't dance as well as them.
Lovely little mover, I've seen it.
He's got some real moves in this show, he really has.
Texas dropped in Club Tropicana last night. Went to see it. Please tell Joe and Kate it was brilliant. Went and buzzing.
Oh,
that's the idea.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's lovely.
Oh.
I mean, in the 1980s, I mean, he was guilty of producing some right dirge.
Yes, it was.
And mobile phones that you could barely lift.
Yes, well, that's in the
We've
show
all
as
got
well.
that in. All of those references are in the show.
There's one point where he's at the altar. The guy gets jilted at the altar, and his friend takes a call on a brick, a massive mobile, and it gets such a big laugh. That's it gets such a big laugh.
Mrs. Thatcher, does she put in an appearance?
Mrs. Thatcher does put in an appearance, but you know, we didn't do anything about politics when we do her voice. We just have her saying, "No, Dennis, No, it's your turn to put the bins out. We have that being quite domesticated.
Your voice, it's wonderful, Kate. I've been listening to you. Just think, who else were you? There was a chap called...
One was the Queen for many years on Speaking Image, and I did Felicity Kendall saying, "Dearie Mother Tom, oh, how could you be so beastly to me?" You know the way she always spoke in that little babyish voice. And I did Murdo Stewart reading the news, and I'm Murdo Stewart. Sounds like a buzzing bee, doesn't it? I'm Murdo Stewart. We don't do her in the show. Was she 80s? No.
Probably.
Yes, she probably was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just stuck Murdo Stewart in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was just great
Put that in
times.
the night. You put that in the night.
I'm doing Murdo Stewart tonight.
Does she wander? Does she ad lib?
No,
Do you know what?
we're not allowed to.
Well, we can within reason in terms of little
you can
pieces.
in turn when you're talking to the audience.
Yeah, but
if you address the audience as if they are your hotel guests, I can't.
It's quite because it's such a comedy-led show. Everything is to time, and we have a lot of kind of
We don't go off
rehearsed
book
comedy
at all.
moments that if you kind of go too far off script, it would ruin those moments. So we do have to be kind of quite strict with ourselves, don't we?
We have to, but sometimes we corpse a little bit, which means for people who don't know what corpsing is when you start giggling, which is very unprofessional and should never be done. But unfortunately, you can't help it sometimes.
But what we're finding is, I think the nice thing for all of us is what we're finding as we go around the country, from the minute the show starts, it's just yes, it was intentional in some ways, but it wasn't in the others. That the audience, the minute it starts, they want to be involved in the show. So they're shouting out, they're singing along, they're almost joined in the dialogue.
They didn't shout out last night. They were very lovely audience.
But as we get towards the weekend, they will.
Oh yeah, on a Friday and a Saturday.
Yeah.
They start, there's one point where Neil turns to her and he says, "I don't know what to do right now," because he's fallen in love with her.
And they all just start.
"Kiss her!"
Yeah. But that's great because it means they feel relaxed in that environment, that they feel a part of the show. And I think that to a performer, some people get annoyed by that, but I always think
it's not
there's
Chekhov, it's not Chekhov.
No, it's not. Thank heavens.
But but you know what? It is very relaxing, and people who thought they weren't going to enjoy it, and some reviewers who've said, "I didn't think I was going to enjoy this so much," haven't they? They just said it's just joyous, isn't it?
Well, it's just fun, and we're all taking the mick out of ourselves on stage. That's part of, I think, the charm of this show. It's almost a show inside the show, taking the mick out of the show, almost, isn't it? It's great. It's great fun to do.
It's quite camp as well.
That's what we need.
Yes.
We like camp.
A little bit of glittery camp and the 80s music. Are you ready to take a couple of questions?
Go on.
There's an 80s quiz just for both of you.
Oh,
You might have to help him because obviously
Yeah, I
1991.
don't know these.
Okay, the example question here. Look, a Tropicana where the drinks are free. What's the next line?
I've just sang this.
Club Tropicana where the drinks are
Free, fun and sunshine, there's enough for everyone.
Yes! And they're all dancing next door. Okay, what about Karma Chameleon? Loving you would be easy if colours were like my dreams.
Loving me, like my dream. Golden dreams, they're golden dreams.
Aww.
Yes.
She's fantastic.
Yes.
All right, Cindy Lauper, last one. Girls just want to have fun. The phone rings in the middle of the night.
My mama says, "What you gonna do with your life?" You see how unsure we were there.
Is that right?
Is that right?
It's actually, it's my father.
Oh, my father.
Yeah, you see.
Well, my
Fa-
father says, "What you gonna
My
do?"
father
Father
says...
said, "What you gonna do with your life?" Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Mama dear, you're not the fortunate
ones. We're giving a full performance here.
I tell you what, you'll be paying for this, I tell you.
Ah.
Any further, not to go. Look, thank you so much indeed for coming in today.
Thank
Tickets are
you.
still available. What are you going on to, by the way?
Which
Well,
place?
when you finish?
Well,
when
it's
you
an 8
finish
month
this?
tour. We don't
Yeah,
finish
8
till,
months.
yeah, we don't finish till August. So.
We go to York next week, and then we go Brighton, Wolverhampton, Wogan, Coventry, Scotland, Ireland, everywhere till August.
That's incredible.
We're all over.
You're all over. Great to have met you.
And you.
You look so like your sister.
Oh, yes. Just for your listeners, Fitz, you known as Fitz?
Fitz, yeah.
Colin Fitz. Fitz showed me a picture before, Joe, and I thought it was me with him in Gibraltar, and I thought I haven't been to Gibraltar for a long time, and it was my sister Amy. She does look like me, poor thing. Never mind. I'm 13 years older than she is. She'll hate that.
Right, okay. But she walked into this and she went, and I went, "Yeah, I look like your brother, don't I?" And he went, "Just for a minute."
Yeah,
I thought,
did you say that?
I thought, thanks very much. I mean, I've worked with your brother as well.
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy. I hope he's all right. Well,
He's great. He's very,
yeah.
very well, I think.
Yeah, fantastic. Joe, thank you very much.
Pleasure, thank you very much.
1991.
91.
What was I doing in 91? I just joined telly. I think I just joined telly. Yeah,
Really?
That was it. Yeah, that was a career down the drain. Since widescreen, I can relaunch it, but otherwise, well, it's depressing, really. It wasn't meant to be that funny. Thank you.